Mountain Ajar. Dark. Can't see the mountains. Can't see the sky. Well, I can see my neighbors, I guess. Those neighbors over there, I think they like to get, I think they like to smoke that wacky tobacco. I can smell it when I'm outside sometimes. I got something really cool. Our oldest son dropped by today. Surprised me. Came over, said, Dad, can I borrow a few things? Can I do a few things? He's in the Army. He's got to go back in a couple days. So, of course, I set him up, let him be a man, and use the tools that I've had. Trust him with, a lot of what I have worked hard to get, I think that's like a hard thing to do anyways, is trust your kids for the first couple times. But anyways, when he comes back, he tells me, oh, I forgot to give this to you. Check it out. Yeah. It is a very cool knife that he gave me. He said Merry Christmas. He gave me a hug. He gave me some love. This is a Dark Fantasy Blades. Now leave it up to a fantasy type of company to make a really cool blade. What would you say that's a 1/2 inch? 5/8. I'm sure it'll work too, because it's got enough. It's got enough bite to really work. Pretty sure if I had to, it would. But it flies out there pretty well. Now, I've been straying away from lockbacks because cheaper lockbacks, because they get stuck when you deploy them, and that lockback mechanism gets stuck like this one. Push it really hard to get it to close. Well, I thought that was a great idea and a great gift, and I plan on carrying this. These fantasy knives go anywhere from what, 10 to 30 bucks. Swedge, a swoop or sweep. The blade kind of sweeps up, so it has a belly, and that makes it pretty cool. I just love knives, guys. I love being outside. I enjoy talking to you guys. Here's that Colonial that I cleaned up. And I had mentioned another knife, a Voos, that I put in the mineral oil bath that had a long blade like this as well too. So I have not looked, and I do not know. When the blade's kind of rectangular like this with a... I can't get it in picture without... I'm moving around a lot, guys. When the blade is kind of rectangular like this with a straight angle down kind of clip point, what is that called? I don't know what that's called. Guys, tell me in the comments. I found a couple more patterns in this series because I got really excited that this was all steel, no brass. So I started looking around. I found a jackknife. Because this is a Stockman, I found a jackknife. I found a hobo knife, and I thought about you, Brother Louie, and I bought it, and they sent me a message and said they don't know why it was like reposted. They had already sold it. Broke my heart, man. Broke my heart. But I also found like a single blade trapper, and like a cigar equal end. Anyways, those are on the way, and we'll just keep on going with this cool little colonial collection. Cause man, I like them. Cutmaster also has the blade like this. Cutmaster also has that blade style. Oh, guys, look at that. Nice stars. I don't know if you guys have ever wondered about my pole right there, but it was a tree. I was over there by my neighbors and it died and it looked ugly. It looks ugly now, but it had branches over there and it was ugly. So cut it down, but that wood is so freaking hard. It's some kind of old nasty cedar, man. Oh God, like I went through chains, sharpened chain after chain, got rid of them, got new chains just to cut this tree down as far as we possibly could. And if you guys have looked around with me, you guys have seen that I still got a big old stump over there that I'm probably gonna do something with. Got to get creative with it, but that, my friend, there is was the main trunk of it. I pulled it over here with the four-wheeler. I dug a hole. I put some old motor oil in there, you know, because the motor oil helps keep your tree, your log or whatever you put into the dirt, from deteriorating over the years. But I had to dig a trench. I dug a trench that way with an angle going from shallow to deep, so that when I lifted it, it would go up, poof, and then fall in a real deep hole, like, I don't know, 4 feet. Because I lifted it by myself, so I just had to get creative. I tried wrapping the chain around it and pulling it over a stump with my truck, and every time it's slide this way or it's slide that way, you know. So the best idea I could have was digging that trench, shallow to deep, lifted it up, put one of these logs under, gave myself another couple feet, lifted it up, put that under, rolled it until I got it to about halfway, and then I just gave it, whoa, poof, lifted it, slid into the hole, locked that sucker down. And those stumps right there are from the neighbor's big old trees that died. And they cut it down, and I just snagged a couple pieces, because for a long time I was chopping wood on that one. And the one under it, I was chopping wood on. This one I was just sitting on. And that is like an old phone pole or something, you know? I got it way out in the boonies, where I was somewhere in the boonies one day, and who knows why it was out there, but it's not naturally cut like that and round like that, you know. It was some sort of a pole. I snagged it, brought it here. That rock was pretty darn heavy, but I got it by myself. That rock or was it that one? No, yeah, that one right there was way heavier. Whoa, lost my light, guys. Anyways, that rock was way heavier than that rock. So I think that one's porous, so it's not as heavy. This was pretty heavy, but I was still able to move that sucker by myself. Now that one, my mom helped me put that on the back of my truck with a slab of sheetrock. Not sheetrock, that would have broke, right? I don't know, a slab of carpenter wood, I'm not a carpenter, so I don't know these terms. But and a come along, and come along, hold it, push it on her lunch break. Now that's a woman, man. That's my kind of woman, my mama. She's amazing. What is that? Satellite? I guess we can see satellites, right? Changing color. Oh, guys. I'll probably be out here for a while, but I'm going to let you guys go. Mount Najjar. Happy New Year! Happy New Year. Happy New Year, guys. It's probably a good time to tell you guys thank you for being with me. I don't even know how many months I've been doing this channel thing, but from the very beginning, I've had some strong people in the Knife Brotherhood support me. And along the way, picked up some viewers that, you know, we're friends, we're brothers, sisters. And I appreciate each and every one of you, because I've heard YouTubers say it before. You guys are what makes us creators. You know, I'm just doing stuff out here that I love doing. And that for a lot of years, I didn't have a chance to do. Or at least that was the excuse, you know. I mean, I always said, oh, my kid's this, my kid's that. I never have time. And now I make time. Get up early, stay up late, whatever I possibly could do. You know, get into the workshop whenever I can, clean up a tool or a knife, go around doing something silly, throwing out my ideas. And I'm down for you guys' ideas. Throw them out there. I'll make a video with them. You guys you're way more creative than I am. But I do thank you guys. Mount Najjar. Happy New Year.